Hello, everyone. My name is Blake Williams, and welcome to the Blake Podcast. Today, I'm here joined with Mr. Terry Davis. How you doing, my friend?
How you doing, sir?
So, Mr. Terry, what brings you to Swainsboro?
Well, I came down here on a project. I have a friend of mine who's a pastor. I'm a pastor myself. We were on the phone, and he's from Texas. We were on the phone, and a very close friend of his, who he's known for over 20 years, they pretty much, commune and they talk all the time. And she was basically explaining a lot of things that she needed assistance with in her house. And, at the time when they were talking, he just kind of looped me into the conversation. He called me and looped me into the conversation because he knew about ROSE, which is Restorative Senior Citizens Environment, something that we do up north where we just kind of go in and help the seniors on any level that we can, whether it's roofing work, whether it's electrical work, plumbing. We just try to be assistance in that capacity. It is a nonprofit, a 501c3. It's actually under Emmanuel Coalition Ministries, a community development corporation. And so the vision came to me a long time ago with ROSE to pretty much help the seniors, because I had a cleaning business that I really saw the things that needed to happen in the senior's house. I had a lot of senior clients, and that's what kind of stirred me up and got me going with ROSE. But to go back to your original question, what we were doing is having this conversation with Ms. Lynn Chance, who is from Swainsboro, Georgia, and she was pretty much talking about all the things that she needed to have done, and she needed some support and some help from the church. And I said to her, I said, listen, maybe what we can do is make it happen. Let's come on down here. I got in the car, I rode by Richmond, Virginia, grabbed another pastor friend of mine who works with me on these projects, and we drove down to Swainsboro, Georgia, and we went by Miss Lynn's house and met her face to face, and we took an assessment on the house, and before you know it, we just put a whole plan together to help rehab the house.
See, firstly, I'll go ahead and say it is an amazing thing of what y'all are doing, helping the elderly. I know a lot of folks, they get where they can't do some certain things, and
Right.
porches falling in, especially I think maybe a month ago we had a few tornadoes come by, and I know a lot of people had trees fall on their house.
Sure.
So the fact that y'all are able to come out and help, especially from Philadelphia, that's amazing to me. How do y'all go about getting folks to help y'all? Do you hire somebody, or do you bring somebody down from your company?
What we do is, I run several companies. I run Concord Music Company. I'm under the umbrella. We have Emmanuel under the umbrella of a Concord Music Company, which is our company, our music app we have. When we're kind of sort of based in L.A. as well as in Philadelphia. So what we try to do is, with our construction company, our cleaning businesses, we own several businesses. So what we try to do is build the revenue and capital that we need to be able to have the funds that we need to do what we need to do to help the seniors. So when it comes to looking at how we going to support or how we going to fund it, is entrepreneurship. So through entrepreneurship, you take your God-given talents and you build businesses. And we also have an entrepreneur academy that we're stirring up the hearts of the youth, man, and trying to get them in position, man, and teach them that foundation of what entrepreneurship is truly all about. Is really being able to take what you are able to, the wealth that you obtain through your God-given skills, and to be able to use that, to help others. Not all of it. You'll be able to still take care of your family and do the things you want to do, investments, whatever, but help the people. So that's how we're able to do what we need to do. If I answered that correctly.
I think you hit everything spot on. But so you take these young men, women, and you teach them how to use their money in a better way?
In a better way, and teaching them what the foundation of entrepreneurship is about. Teaching them how to use their money to be a blessing or be a support in any capacity to people. You know, whether it's the homeless, whether it's the elders, whether it's orphans, because these are all biblical principles. And I'm going back to that question because it just now stirred up my heart what you said a few minutes ago. When we came down to Swainsboro, we didn't bring a crew from Philadelphia. And the reason we didn't bring the crew from Philadelphia is because we really want to create opportunities in Swainsboro. So since I came down to Swainsboro, I've met, before I came, I made different contacts and connections, and I was able to, get some contractors on board down here. And from the contractors who we met, they were able to bring in some individuals who needed employment, who needed work on a project such as this. So you figure the young lady who was in a desperate straits, who is from Swainsboro, who had no money coming in, and she was able to make $600-700 off this project right here by just helping and working and in whatever capacity that we needed her in. The contractor guy who may not have had work in that particular time was able to make $1,500 to $2,000, on a project that that just came to be into Swainsboro. So I think that with ROSE is not just benefiting the senior, but it's going to benefit the economic situation in every town that we help and assist these seniors, because you have individuals in these areas that just don't have the work. In certain areas, the work is just not there, unless it's a fast food restaurant, so on and so forth. Everybody don't want to do that. So if we got a guy that's a landscaper, we're going to engage him so he can do the landscaping. And through ROSE, we'll pay him. If we got that individual, for example, there was a lot of things that had to be, sorted out and trashed and put in dumpsters. Guess what? Today, we had a crew of 5 young men, 5 teenagers who showed up with one adult who was their lead and supervisor, and they all made money today. So here's a situation that, that continuously, man, creates and provides opportunities for no matter where we go, whether we're South Carolina, whether we're in Los Angeles, the film guy, the guy who's actually shooting the documentary, because we're shooting a documentary because we got to let the people know the needs of these seniors. I mean, these seniors are the pillars of the communities. They have been around in the 60s and 70s and 80s, man, who have kept things tight. And if you notice that when those communities were vibrant, it's when those seniors were younger, and so true. Now they're older now and they need help and they need support, and there's no one there to do it. No government agency can monitor that level of things that need to be done in the lives of the seniors. And if you think about it like this, if you think about 1,000 seniors in the area of Swainsboro who need support and help. So they don't have the money because their roof is coming in. Their electrical might need to be upgraded. You have electricians in Swainsboro who don't have work. So you kind of match the two together through ROSE with created money through the nonprofit, and you engage that electrician and you engage that senior who needs her house rewired, because she may be one outlet away from a fire that may burn her house down.
Right.
See,
I'm going to hit back on what you said. It's not only for the seniors, but you're bringing folks from all different ways from the community to help this one home. Like you said, you went out to the contractor, got him, he knew a fella, and then they knew a fella, and it helps create jobs, and jobs, especially in the economy we're in now, it's tough.
Exactly.
Just gas itself is tough.
Exactly.
And I was also going to hit on, I think you mentioned it, so ROSE is nationwide.
Nationwide, right? Yes, sir.
Not just East Coast, it's West Coast.
It's West Coast, it's nationwide.
That's good.
And we just starting to really video and put it out there now. We've been doing it without video, without talking about it, but now it's time with all the social media and everything that we need to do. We need to get the word out. And me being a pastor, the dynamic of this is also, when you think of pastoring, you think about being behind the pulpit, preaching the gospel and teaching and things of that nature. But the ministry is out here. So even as I engage, I'm telling you, I've been ministering to the young ladies that have been coming, to the young men. I've been praying with them. I've been inspiring them. I've been encouraging them. I've been igniting the fire in them, to let them know that God has not forgotten you. And I'm talking about, folks are standing crying because they really believe that God has forgotten them, because of their economic situation or being in a hopeless situation. That now, you flip the script, and now these individuals are walking in hope now, and they're looking forward to doing some greater things. And, it's funny how God connects things as well, because I have another friend of mine who works for a company called Nordum, which is in Swainsboro. She came down to look at the project because Nordum was also, they also support, because they support nonprofits as well. Well, she came down and she said to me, she said, anybody that in Swainsboro, here's my number. I want to be able to plug them in for a job, and these jobs can become permanent with good paying salaries. So I've already plugged in 5 or 6 people already in 1 week's time. In 1 week's time since we've been down here.
See, that's just amazing to me how you're making so many connections, and you've only been in Swainsboro a week or two, right?
A week and a half.
See, that I know, just speaking to you yesterday, how you was talking about doing some projects in South Carolina and such, and that's just now.
Exactly.
See, I know folks that they'll complain if they have to go down the road and work for a week.
True.
So I admire your perseverance and everything, and your message is great. And for somebody that might want to reach out to help the ROSE ministry,
yes,
how would they go about doing that?
I mean, they can contact me directly. My name is Terry Davis. I'm a pastor up in Philadelphia area. You can contact me directly. My cell phone number is 267-386-5125. We also have my email direct. I'm giving my direct contacts so we can get things done directly. Right. And my email address is D is in Davis, Terry, Terry 412 and my whole thing about this thing, and I would pray that individuals would go forth with this movement. I believe that helping people on whatever level, it becomes a movement, a kingdom movement. The kingdom movement is not just what we do when we go inside the building and worship. We gotta engage. So I really believe that engaging with the people is what is pleasing to God, and engaging in what we need to do to help individuals who are in need. And the thing about it, this woman of God that we're helping right now, and I'm telling you now, she was literally great. She was in a hopeless situation, ready to just throw in the towel and go into a nursing home. She was ready to go into a nursing home, and she cried on the telephone, and she says, "I just don't know what to do. I need help." And the thing about it is, you know what? I told her, I said, "Listen, help is on the way." So I had to encourage her, but I'm seeing right now, and notice that during the whole course of the time that we went into the property, we cleaned the whole house out, we did whatever needed to be done, exterminated everything and got everything in order. We remodeled the bathroom, and she had a bathtub that she could no longer get in the bathtub, so we just pulled the tub out, gutted the whole bathroom, remodeled the bathroom, put a walk-in shower. We painted the entire house. Every room, 2,800 square feet. When she comes into the house, detail cleaned it. When she comes into the house, I'm telling you now, it's going to be joy. Nothing but joy. But in the meantime, while we were doing the house, we literally paid for her to be in the bed and breakfast. And she's just been resting the whole time. She's been resting the whole time while we are engaged in doing what we're doing in our property.
So I think my porch at the house is a little messed up. If I give y'all a call, what bed and breakfast do you prefer to put me in? No, man, I think it's a beautiful thing what y'all are doing. It's kind of like a hit TV show on True TV that, they go in there and remodel people's houses. It's very similar to what y'all are doing.
Sure.
I think that's about it, Mr. Terry. I appreciate you coming on.
Well, thank you for having me.
No doubt. For everyone at home, thank you for watching. Catch you next time. This has been the Blade Podcast.